Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, where today I'm going to be showing you guys how to edit with Sony Vegas 18/17. They are practically the exact same application, maybe even 16 and 15 are the exact same, I don't really know. Now, if you guys do not have Sony Vegas 18, I do have a video that I will be linking in the cards for this video, and I want to let you guys know about one thing. Real quick, I will show you this. These visual glitches that I'm having do not happen every single time that you install the Sony Vegas 18 that I have as a video. It is a weird glitch that happens to some people, but this does not hurt your videos. This does not hurt your computer. This is just visual glitches that I do not know what is caused. Anyways, now we know that. Let's hop right into this tutorial on how to edit with Sony Vegas. So first off, you want to start off with a new kind of project. This is your project. This is how you make videos, but this is how you edit your videos. And basically what's this thing is that, so I have my own custom profile. That's how I set up my own things to what I want to do. So basically, since I get videos from a PlayStation, PS4 only records stuff at 30 FPS. So I usually only have my videos at 30 FPS. I did have my videos at 60 FPS before, but they're just way too stuttery. It's not worth that. So if you do that, then run 30 FPS. Unless you have an Elgato, I think you can probably do 60 FPS then. 1900 by 1080. You can have the same exact things as me. The only thing, if you want to run 60 FPS, you just do that. 0, 1000. These are mostly like the settings that you would see a lot of YouTubers tell you about. Like this is how I got my settings. I got them basically from watching other YouTube tutorials when I started doing editing. One thing you want to do is that you want to disable resample. I don't know why the heck it's on. I couldn't have actually told you. So yeah, now that I have all them settings, and these are my audio settings. I don't fool with ruler. I don't fool with that, and I don't fool with that. Audio and video are mostly the settings. Well, I'll show my render settings when we get to that. But yeah, let's just hop right into the video. So now we're here. This is the project. This is everything that I just set as settings will be set here. Now, how do I get my videos? So now you go up to File, hit Open. Here's the video. It's a Fortnite video, and the other ones are the thumbnail. If you guys want me to show you how to use Photoshop, I will do that in a future video. Now, this is my whole entire video of 20 minutes long. Now, what do I exactly do with this? Well, every single time I edit, I add four lanes. So one for my video, that is the actual video, one for my audio, and then these are for like if I'm adding like a meme, if I'm adding my overlay. So let me give you an example of my overlay. This thing right here. This is my like and subscribe thing. Where basically it pops up like subscribe. Now, few main buttons that you want to know. S cuts your video of where you don't want it. So let's say I don't want this part. I could legit hit delete like that. So now this is now the beginning of the video. No, stop. And that's basically the beginning of the video. One thing you want to make sure is that you want to make sure that your video is all the way here, because you don't want to render a video with blankage here, because in the beginning of the video you'll just have nothing here. It's one thing that's important to do. One thing, if you want like a fade in, look like this. It kind of looks like a half circle part going over, and it's basically just fading in the clip. So now when I look at this, it starts off with a black beginning, so that it actually just fades me right into the video. And I could do the same thing with the audio. If I just do the same exact thing, drag it to about the same length. There you go. Now the video in the beginning doesn't even have audio, and neither does it have photo. But if you don't want that, you just grab it back, and then you pull it back. Now, if you saw right here that like this went black, that means I'm fully on canceling this lane. I accidentally clicked that on accident. That button's X. You usually don't want to use that. This lane is deleted by Z. I don't really use them because I don't see a point of them. I think they're kind of this. I've never found a use for them, and I want to show you guys what I really use. All right, there. Now I have this back. Now, this can be used instead of just being a fade in. It can also be for transitions. So basically, yeah, there's gonna be visual glitches here. One that I used a lot on some of my older videos is that I used this one, which basically it crosses technically from A to B, but when there's nothing there, it technically does cross from the middle of the screen to then going all the way out. I think it's kind of one of the coolest ones. You can like look through all these. I haven't been through all of them. I don't really use them that much. If you see in a lot of my videos, I don't really use transitions a lot because uh if you don't have like 16 gigs of RAM and you're trying to do this with 8, your computer will legit not accept it and will crash Sony Vegas immediately. So I would be careful sometimes with transitions. Let's move on to the next thing. Video effects. Now, video effects are really helpful with a lot of things. Basically, I use a lot of them. I use black and white, basically, then throw it on the video. Now the video is now black and white. But I don't really want that right now because it doesn't really fit the video. If black and white mostly fits when like something sad's going on and something like that. Let's just say your complete video is not light enough. So you just go here, you put on brightness, and then you just increase the brightness as much as you want to a state that looks pretty good. Another one I use this one, which is basically just a nice blur that you can put over the screen. This is mostly for like when you have something overlaying and you can then just put a blur on it. Then basically no one can see what the heck is going on the main screen. Helps you out with that kind of stuff. Another thing, in this software, everything is adjustable. You can move this down. You can move it up. You can shrink this screen as small. You don't even need it technically. But if you don't have one, I don't know why. This is a mix. This is like the master bus. Basically tells me how loud the videos usually get. In my opinion, usually if you listen, hold on. Let me jump over here.
No, stop.
Yeah, see, usually when I talk, I hit a maximum of like 12. So basically, when I think 12/15 is max, and 9 is like perfect for like an outro, because outros are usually louder than the video. But that's my personal take, and that's how I make my videos. Like, you don't ever want a video like with audio going down to like 39, 36, 33. You don't want anything down there because that's not good for your videos at all. You can also access video effects by pressing this little thing down here, and you hit add a video effect, and then here's all your video effects for like videos, for like the picture and everything. You can also do it with audio, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. So here you go. You guys also knows that I use pinch and punch a lot. It does this to the video where it makes it look very, very like zoomed in, pitched out, buffy. It's just a funny effect that you can do, and I love using it sometimes when when it's needed. You also have it with audio. So basically you have this thing called reverb, and if you wait for me to talk,
No, stop.
it's like an echo sound, which I use a lot, which I think is like a really good thing, because honestly it's probably like one of the best ones. Also, you can adjust how loud it is, how quiet it is, how much it echoes. It's really helpful. I don't ever touch it because I think the bass settings are actually like perfect. Another one that I have used is, let me find it real quick. Is the pitch shift. This pitch shift actually like changes how your voice sounds. The louder it gets, the higher it gets,
No, stop.
is the squeakier it gets. Bring it down a lot. Everything is a lot more darker. Like that. But usually I would not spread it that much. At max, I would go 3 here for squeak and 3 here for like deep voice.
No, stop.
Yeah, like that. So also, let's say you actually accidentally press U. Now what does U do? It separates the audio clip and the video from each other. Let's say you do that and then you're like cutting videos and you're like, oh man, I gotta cut this separate from this and it's gonna take too long, and oh, I don't like that. But anyways, there's a way to fix this. Like, there's a way to fix it to where they both come back together. So let me put that back together. Okay, so right now they're back together. Let's separate them again. So remember, it's you. You can do this if you want to cut the audio out and then add music to it for like a montage and everything like that. But let's just say you accidentally do it on accident. How do you fix this? Well, you hold the shift button down, you click on the video clip, and then you click this down, and then basically both of them are now together. You see this thing called group, create new, now they're back together. They're like a romantic couple that never broke up. And that is how you put them back together. Alright? And I can already hear some people saying that there's a few other questions that people could be asking. Number one, how the heck do you add memes into your videos? Number two, how do you get GIFs in your videos? And I'll be showing you guys that right now. So basically, how do you get a gift? Basically, let's just look up a funny gift. Let's look up a SpongeBob gift. I use SpongeBob a lot in my videos, so SpongeBob gift. That's not how you spell gift. Gift. Alright, so basically, we got this. This is a gift, and then we save it. Alright, now that is now in our downloads as a gift. Alright, so then we hit open, and then we go to downloads. It's right here. I do know in Sony Vegas 17, they are very buggy to where, well, actually, they're even buggy in here. Like, you can definitely see that, like, the frame has, like, falls apart a lot of times when you use, like, big GIFs. So basically, this is another tool. This is, like, also going to help out with, like, what's going on with the lag. One thing that really helps out with it is this pan. So this is called Panda Crop. So basically, you can do this to your photos in real life. So basically, you can format to how big you want the photo, and then you can change how big you want it. You could put it at a 1.1 ratio, and just shrink it, because you can like set it to like be 16, and it will spread across the whole entire screen, which we don't want because that can cause the most lag out of the video. And basically, when you do want GIFs, you kind of want them smaller. So how you do that is that you scroll out with your scroll wheel, and then you go all the way out, and you just then flex it out. So then we got our little GIF in the corner right here of SpongeBob, right there in the video. Now it's gonna make it lag, but I promise you, when the video is done, it will not lag like that. But I would be careful when you do enough GIFs. Like I did a few GIFs like on a Siege video a long time ago, and the whole entire application just crashed many times, and that causes a lot of problems. So I'd be careful on how many GIFs you do use. So how do you get videos inside your videos? Now, this way a lot of people could think it's sketchy, but it's a real application. It's called 4K Video Downloader. This is how I get all my memes, everything that I need. Sound effects, SpongeBob memes, this like outro songs, sound effects, Pac-Man sound effects. Like I got so many of these videos. This is not even all of them since I've switched computers and the time I've done YouTube. So basically, I got a ton of different video clips. Now, how do you get them? So basically, this is how you get them. This is another tutorial inside a tutorial. Tutorial deception. Alright, so basically, let's say, for example, no, actually, so we go to SpongeBob, let's do a time card, because usually those are pretty good. They get. So basically, we got all these time cards. Now, I click on this. Hurry up and pause the video. Alright, so now this video is paused, and let's just say, oh my gosh, I really love this video. I really want it inside my video because I want this 3 days later, or whatever else is inside this video of coming up. So basically, this is what you do. You go up to the link, and hit copy. Go inside the 4K downloader. You see that they recognize it as a YouTube link. Hit paste link. Alright, so there we go. So you can pick the resolution you want a video at. This is if you just want to use the audio. I use this sometimes, but not a lot because like the higher quality one's not that big. It's only 42 megabytes of space, not that much. High definition is 720p, 480. Basically, you probably want the 720 because that's basically what's going to be my video. So I want the thing that is closest to 1080. So I'm going to hit download, and it's going to download up here. Right now it's downloading it down, and then there we go. Now, if I remove this, there's something, let's go to full screen. Yeah, see, I have 88 items in total, and every single day, they allow you to download 30 different items, because I own the free version of this application, so you can't get unlimited. I don't really think you would need unlimited unless you're an editor who, like, does so many downloading things, but if you're an editor, you probably don't need to watch this video. So, yeah. The link for the link to get this will be also down in the description. Can't talk. Also, all right. Next thing on how to do is that there's the volume, and then there's the brightness. This is what controls your brightness, how bright you want the videos to be. This adjusts your volume. The louder it is, kind of obvious, make it death. But usually I like to set it at whatever is normal, which is usually around that marker, which is about 12. That's what I usually edit at. So, and then this one is pan. Now, oh my gosh, I don't know why the heck you would ever pan to a side, but the option is there if you ever want to use it. So, yeah, the one that you can use. So basically, this thing right here, it doesn't. It has its own set place. So let's just say I want it here. All right, and that video, and then that happens. I press the space bar. It's back there. This don't move unless I move it, and then that will be the new checkpoint spot. It doesn't move unless I move it. So basically, if you get lost in the timeline somewhere right here, and you're like, oh, I want to go back, you just, if it's, as long as it's back there, you'll get back there. Like, that's how that works. I know that's kind of sounds kind of dumb, but like, I'm promising you, when I started doing Sony Vegas, this took me some time to figure out. You guys can revert back to this video many times. I've reverted back to a lot of the Sony Vegas tutorial videos that I did, that I learned from in the past. Oh yeah, I can show you one more thing. There's all these text. These are old ones. These are like some newer ones. In Sony Vegas 17, they don't have all these new ones. They have a lot of the older ones. Like these. The Sony Vegas 18 has all these, which are kind of nice. You even have the live stream one. You have a sample text that I use the sample text a lot. So basically, you just put it somewhere in the timeline. You write random words, and then, whoops, and then you go voila. You got sample text right there on the screen, and then you just take it away, like that. And if it's highlighted in blue, like a tab, it will not delete it. So yeah. But before I go, let me show you guys how to render. Rendering is probably the most relieving part of the video, because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm done. I can finally get my video out there for my subscribers to enjoy. And this is basically just the end. So there's a few things that you want to do before you hit render. Number one, this thing right here will be automatically on it. You'll be like, estimated file size is only 904 kilobytes? Wait, that's so small. Man, that's perfect. Render. No. This will only render your video at such a small resolution that your video will be awful and no one would want it. So there you go. Basically, then it's back to 2 gigabytes. That won't be the length of this video because I haven't done any editing yet out of the video. I'm just showing you guys the basic ropes of everything. Okay, so now you want to use in formats Magix HEVC/AAC MP4. That is what I use. You can also use this one. Now, if you use this one, I don't know why you would, because it's 266 gigabytes, and that is not worth it. So basically, I would just sit with this one. You also could use the one above, but I use this one for all my videos. I prefer this one the most, and I just think it's the best. I have this set file of a customized template of 1080p 30 FPS. So basically, this is how I customize my template. Alright, so basically, I named it that so I can remember it. I also start it so I can just automatically click on that one and go. So basically then, we got 1080p, and then I could switch my FPS. I can go up to 240, 120, 60, 50, 24, 30. I use 1000 pixels. You can also go to 133. That is up to choice, but I would prefer 1000 or 1.0 or whatever you really want to call it. Bitrate, BPS, you want 40 million, and then the bottom one of average, you want 20 million. In the encoder, this is your graphics card. This is your graphics card. Your graphics card it renders your videos for you, and this actually helps you out a lot. Usually it will say, if it says Intel QSV, this is going to use it's going to use the graphics inside the CPU, which is going to be using the CPU, which is going to render your video slower, and it's going to take more time, and it could actually hurt your thermals of your CPU and it could actually cause a lot of damage. So you want to use either NVIDIA encoder, or you want to use an AMD encoder, because it will say, I think it will say AMD for that. Then here we go. We got high performance, high quality, low latency, high quality, low latency, high quality, high performance. I mean, so basically these are like for like the lower quality computers. If you have like a higher end computer, was like a 1080, maybe a 980 even, or even the 20 series, or now the 30 series of graphics cards, you probably want to stick with high performance or high quality. That is up to choice though. I use high quality because I would rather want my videos to look a lot better than render a lot faster. I guess that's what high performance would do. I don't really know. I use VBR, which is for this rec mode. I don't really know what that actually does, but a lot of people say to use it. I know that sounds like a dumb thing to say, but that's what I use. And it hasn't let me down once, so I'm not really upset with anything that's happened. Sample rate hertz is 48,000. The bit rate is 192,000. These settings are usually in here, so you won't have to type in them numbers if you don't want to. The system, this all stays the same because nothing can be touched here. And then the project, the best render, I use the best for video quality of rendering. I use the project settings for here. This one's on default. This is unlimited because when you use a monitor, it's unlimited. If you use a TV, it's full. That's the color range, and you don't want to get them mixed up because a lot of times you might look bad when you're editing and you don't want color correction on a fine project. So that's basically how you set up rendering, and after that, you can name it whatever you want. You put it in whatever folder you want inside your PC, whatever drive, and then it just goes there, and then you're done. Then you bring the video to YouTube, you upload it, and there you go. That is how you edit, render with Sony Vegas 17, 18, or even before. And I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Tech Wednesday videos. One will be out every single week, and I'm going to try my hardest on all of these videos because I prefer to make these videos and I think they're fun to make. And yeah, we're trying to hit 100 subs on the channel before the end of September, so I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
You ain't never gonna slow me down, 'cause I feel alive now.